When I was younger, me and my parents lived in a quiet, rural town. I was an imaginative child, always lost in my world of make-believe. My closest companion was an imaginary friend named Lily. I always remember Lily as a thin, pale girl with mousy brown hair and eyes that sparkled like stars, as if there was a faint light behind them. Me and Lily spent our days exploring the backyard, having tea parties, and sharing secrets only best friends could understand. As I got older, my parents grew concerned about my attachment to Lily. They tried gently explaining to me that Lily wasn't real, just a product of my vivid imagination. I just used to laugh and shake my head, insisting that Lily was as real as they were. I remember my parents kept trying to make me believe she wasn't real, which eventually led to some rather scary changes in the house. The atmosphere in the household changed. Strange occurrences began to happen. My parents would wake up with mysterious scratches on their arms, and haunting noises would echo through the house at night. The house became a place filled with tension and unease. One night, as my parents were shook awake by an otherworldly wail, they decided enough was enough. They sat me down the next morning and, with heavy hearts, reiterated that Lily was not real and needed to be left behind in my childhood. I was hurt and confused, but I reluctantly agreed. I could see how things had changed, not to mention the marks on my parents' arms and legs. But I remember Lily did not take kindly to being dismissed. The moment I eventually agreed to believe my parents, the air in the room seemed to change. I noticed the marks on my parents' arms turned into angry red blotches, and the haunting noises escalated at night. It was as if Lily's very existence rebelled against the notion of being forgotten. Terrified and desperate, my parents decided to move away, hoping that a change of scenery would break the hold Lily seemed to have on our lives. As we settled into our new home, the strange occurrences seemed to have stopped, and I slowly began to forget about Lily. Life returned to normal, and the memory of our haunted past became nothing more than a distant nightmare. Years passed, and I had grown into a young woman. One day, while shopping in the local grocery store, I bumped into a little girl who seemed to have been watching me from behind her teddy bear she was clutching. I said to her, "Hello, that's a nice teddy bear you have there." To my complete and utter shock, the little girl smiled and said to me, "Lily said you'd like it. She says you had one just like it when you were a little girl. She misses you." My heart sank, and an icy chill ran over the surface of my skin as I listened to the little girl describe the thin, pale girl with mousy brown hair and stars for eyes. I'll never forget that day as long as I live. I only hope that her family don't have to go through the pain we did, and the anger we felt when Lily didn't get her own way. I can't help but have fond memories of Lily as well. My best friend growing up, almost like a sister, that pale little girl with stars in her eyes.